Get them right on right, yo. On the Congo show. B-E-A-T, right? So right. Put them down low, goddammit. Down low. DJ, shit. Yes, sir. Take your time, young man. Don't you go nowhere. Yeah. Down low, Willie. 808 G, magic, hold that. Lean somewhere. Right. Shit. Hey, Montana, that's what I was born to do. Don't ever watch me. I came out the womb doing this here. I keep trying to tell my young man, hold the beat, hold it right there. Make him dance, BJ. Hey. Yeah, Billy G. Don't be so mean, y'all. Let him pump it on up. Goddamn. And we're there. Hold that shit. Stay right there, BJ. Bust the move right now. Walking the Martinis, ladies and gentlemen. Lisa of the world. My girl. Let me get some music, y'all. Play something for me, goddamn. Shit. Right. Oh, that's Larry Hoover right there, huh? That my nephew? Now, no, that ain't my nephew. Get the music play. Let it play. Play like this. Let me get it on right, goddamn. Change all shit. Is that Larry Hoover? Homeboy. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Dirty motherfucker over there, yes he is. I hate that nigga there. Hold that beat right here. Pump that shit. 808, I can left some. Ah. Right, right. Oh, shit. Right. Oh, go boy. Go boy. Go boy. Right. Wait a minute. Pump that. Oh, no, BJ. I ain't know Willie and BJ could lock in like they do. I never knew that one there. Let the music play a little bit, y'all. Play. Play that. Love you, Day-Day. I.E. family, all right? I think it's time to re-up, homeboy. Yes, sir. Right. Frankenstein in the building, y'all. That's what they do. Real slick. Hold that shit. BJ, right. Lock in, Willie. Pump it. Pump it. Let's go back. Leave it right there. Pump it. Come on. beat right here. Lock down with it like that. Put these cargos somewhere, Joe. It's necessary, like. Now you do what I say, Reem. I got you. Do what I say, Reem, all right? Drop down and walk, Reem. Walk, Reem. Walk, Reem. Thank you, J-Dog. On the beat like we used to do. Move it out. Ah. All night long. Sing my song. It's all night long. They do. Like when they do this here. Yes, I do. Here we go. Lock down. On the beat, Reem. Really. Walk. Here we go. Let's get this party warm now. I am your MC for the night, yo boy. Yes, sir. Pump that. Pump it. T-Magic 808. Drop. Right. Put in the pocket with it. Put in the pocket. Let me see me at the pocket. Down low. Pocket like shit. I'ma see where they at tonight. I'ma see where you at, Reem. Hold that pocket there. Hold that pocket. Right. Pay attention now. It's gonna get a little tricky for you, Reem. Pay attention now. I want it locked down in this pocket real deep. Down low. Shit. Joe. Ain't no pocket line. Right. I want it locked down in this pocket real deep. Yes, sir. Okay, Reem. Okay, Reem. Old school. Hey, they. Lock it. Lock it. Lock it. Lock. I'ma see where they at. They don't work, goddamn. Yeah. Pump that shit like a dude. Hey, yeah. Hold that crank. And Kareem. Let's get it warmed up, all right. You like it right there, Reem? All right. Let's get it all right, goddamn. Right here. Hold that shit. Reem, pump it. Yeah. Pockets and sockets, goddamn. All right, like shit. Hey, Joe. My nigga JYP. All right. Too much. Lock it down, Willie. Reem, work it out, shit. With these cargos somewhere, Joe, right now. Right. I think Kareem ready to move this shit right here. Yes, he is, Willie. Pump it. Pump that shit. Reem. My man Kareem. Hey, Kareem, like this. On the beat, right here. Kareem, pump that. Smoke. Smoke. I ain't know that was my nephew smoking here. Okay, now we can do something right now. We can do something right now, huh? Right. Hey, Smoke, you ready? It's you? Oh, okay. I ain't know what that means. Good work. Okay, I got 3 minutes with you, Kareem. You already sweating now. 3 minutes right now. Hold the beat. Yeah! Right! Stay right there. Hold that. Calm goes is necessary, Joe. I swear to God. You know I'm gonna do what you smoke. You know what I'm gonna do. Hey! Hey, Martini. Work! Right now! Breathe! On that soccer dance! Like it, like it. Like it right there. Yes or no? Let me get this right now. Funky bass line right here. Bass line. Ha! Let's get it. Ride the bass line. Funky bass line. Yes, sir. Right now. On the Kareem. Queen. Hold that. Wait. Wait. Smoke. Hold that shit, Green. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Hey, I don't think they know that one there. I don't think they know that one there. Come on, Kareem. 15 seconds. Work out. Hey, Smoke. Right. Hey, Smoke, you know we going. This C Pleasant right here all day. Some hood shit, right? Right. Hey, y'all, let's get in the water, Willie. Smoke! Hey, get in the water! Yeah! Right. Smoke! They came to swim! Yes, they did! Smoke! Yeah! Dog pound! Get in the water like Smoke! Come on! Chill waka, smoke. Waka, 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 smoke. Waka, smoke. Right. Hey, smoke. You all by yourself, smoke. By yourself, smoke. Hey, Joe, I don't think you're ready for this one right here. Yes, sir. Damn, smoke. Hey, Willie, get down low, so for smoke the wall right here. Stay right there, smoke. Lock down like a dude. Hold that shit. All right now, right. CPU in the building, y'all. Come on, smoke. Turn it up a little bit, smoke. Right. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hey, smoke. The double barrel shotgun, smoke. Come on. Smoke. Yeah. What? Let's crank like that. Hey, Joe, need these combos, yes, sir. Down low. One time. Hey, relax. Oh, right. All right. Call it on your smoke. Smoke dog, all right. Let me see where you at, Willie. Put it in the pocket. Hey, pocket beat smoke. Pocket. Run. Get down there, down low, Joe. Bomb it. Oh, smoke. Lights right here, smoke. Hey, Joe. Down low, Joe. Hey, smoke. You low, shit. Right. MC Bill. Yes, sir, right. All right. All the way down, smoke. Drop. Pump it. Right.
You are so irritated. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, kings, queens, peasants, and in-betweens. It is your girl, Kapri Monique, the voice of the people, and you have just stepped on in. I'd like to thank y'all for your patience, for giving me some time to try to work a few things out, get a few things, and I'm just going to start with a transparent moment. So the views expressed by Kapri Monique are solely the views of Kapri Monique. They do not reflect the views of the Love Network DC, Mitch Craft, Party Posse 360, anything but me. And y'all know what it is with me. My transparency is something that, some people may not understand or get, and others may not respect, but it's at a point where I've just decided to have the resolve of not really caring. I've just gotten to a point where I really don't care. So we're just going to get into it. So apparently the guest on today's show, once he arrives, has been a hot topic in the culture of go-go. And of course, there are adverse opinions to everything a person does, especially when someone feels like they're going to be wronged, or something was done to put them in a situation where someone was wronged or disrespected or talked sideways to, for, or about, or just whatever reasons people have. So I have the court of opinion with me. Y'all know I'm the voice of the people. My transparency is what it is. Let me tell y'all how this interview came to be. I've been getting a million inboxes and phone calls and reach outs and just concern about band hopping. About seeing a member of a band play with multiple bands at a time, and those being situations where other bands are playing and people have opinions where they feel like one band is suffering or a person cranks harder with another band, or there were just a lot of things that were clouded around it. So last Wednesday, I got a phone call from the wizard, Montu, and he was like, "So what's up? What you doing? Like, you on your way to Hangers?" And my reply was, honestly, y'all, no. Like, I'm in the house. I'm cooling. I know I said I was going to go, but it had just gotten to a point where, like, I was just drained. I was tired. It had been a lot going on. We got a lot of stuff that we're working on behind the scenes. A lot of planning is being done, like phone calls. Like, it's hectic. And when I can steal those moments, I like those moments to myself. It's no disrespect to the culture. While I love y'all, y'all consume more of my awake time than most things in life. So it got to a situation where I got up, got dressed, and I'm glad I did. Shout out to Complete Crank. Kareem, last Wednesday, it was a totally different band. I actually got to hear you guys sing. I got to get the R&B experience from you guys. I got to get some old school flavor, some old school rap, and it was just an amazing situation. Despite whatever's going on, I was able to see the homie push through, because in his video, his live, he was hurt. I knew he was hurt. His feelings was hurt. This was his core band. This is who he started with. This was who he was rocking and banging with. And I definitely wanted to be there to support, because anytime I have ever reached out to Kareem or had a conversation with Kareem, or Kareem said he was going to do something, guess what? Kareem did it. So I'm not the type of person that's going to abandon someone who doesn't have a vehicle but makes his way every damn way that he can in the go-go industry to fill in for people, to help people out, to bring instruments, to bring creativity, to reach out to the youth. I wasn't going to dog him and curry him. So I went out last Wednesday, and I'm glad I did. Got to see Sydney up on stage. Shout out to Billie Jean and Trey. They were definitely in the building. It was go-go love, and it was a beautiful thing. And during my time out last Wednesday, Bam pulled up on me, like got off stage, came straight to me outside and was like, "I need to talk to you." I'm like, "Well, what's up?" So while we're outside, we're having a conversation, and conversations with me are different types of conversations, because truth be told, I can dictate the direction I want a conversation to go in respectfully. If I don't want it to go in a bad direction, a lot of times I can narrate it to where that doesn't happen. But this was one of those rare, transparent moments where I was not in control. The only thing I was in control of was whether I allowed the narrative to go left and get disrespectful, or whether I was calm enough to keep it even keeled, because it was raw emotion that was involved in the conversation. That Wednesday, when that conversation took place, the interview was solidified. All right, so you ready to talk? Yeah. When I'm going to get in on a no gray area? Oh, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. Well, I got to bring you in, because we definitely got to discuss band hopping, because that's how it looks from the outside. And then he started explaining to me, yeah, that's not what it was. People blew it up to it being something other than what it really was. And I just knew, like, at that point in time, it was time for him to step forward and speak on what was going on in his life. So for anybody that feels like anything that they have done in his situation to dictate or move us in this direction, I have two things to say to you. Number one, you were not in the plan or the thought process of this. But number two, by way of proxy, thank you for putting him in a situation where he's really ready to tell it all. See, you got to understand that God gives blessings and drops jewels in situations when we're not necessarily looking for them or aiming for them. But you made this a good story, too. You made this a good story. You made this a situation where I was able to have the full transparent conversation and to let him know, like, you can still come on and talk about whatever you want to talk about. Because I'm not ducking no wreck from anybody who feels any type of way. That's not the season for me. The season for me is to look y'all dead in the face and to tell y'all, I'm a motherfucking journalist. It's my job. I don't care how you feel about me doing my job. I don't care how you feel about me allowing people to voice themselves on my platform. I don't care how you feel about anything I'm doing. God gave me a gift. God also gave me a platform. God also gave me the right to use my voice to assist and aid those who may not have the voice that they feel like they have. I'm not ducking that. You can feel how you want to feel about it. You can say what you want to say. You can type whatever you want. You can hashtag whatever you want, Mo. Like, it's cool. The cute part is, you was just right here. Yeah. So whatever adverse feelings you have, those are yours to own. But in the no gray area, it ain't never nothing personal. Every single ounce of this is business. None of this stuff becomes personal until y'all do bad business. Then it becomes a personal issue. And guess whose business that's not? Mine. That's between you and whoever you did the bad business with. But if they want to come sit down and they want to tell their story and they want to be transparent and they want to disperse the foolishness and allow and dispel whatever rumors, I'm going to give them a safe place to do that. That's why it's called the no gray area. It was no gray areas for you, right? You were able to express your opinion and everything you felt like you needed to say in front of these same cameras and these same lights, same microphones, same vibe. If you scared, say you scared. But it's some of us that's not ducking it. Regardless of how you feel about it, regardless of how you interpret it, regardless of how you try to drag anything that I touch is ordained for greatness. Even your interview, I made that shit great. Don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever forget that. You're only as great as the person that's leading the situation. And if that means somebody wants to come up here and talk about your leadership, then maybe you need to rethink how you lead the situation. You dig? This has been your girl, Kapri Monique, the voice of the people. I just had to get that above my chest real quick. Had to give my disclaimers. Had to let it loose real fast. Because, sometimes you guys speak on it. And y'all know I don't address a lot of shit. But just so you know, the way my mind works, those petty little beefs don't mean nothing in this culture. You want to know why? Because my mind is not local. My job, cover big stories, help to turn littler stories into bigger ones, help to give people a platform that don't have a platform, help to give people a voice that don't have a voice. I'm not here to mute anybody. I let you talk your shit. I'm going to let him talk his shit too. Y'all stay tuned, man. We get ready to take a real quick crank break. I just had to get it off my chest. Bam, Chichaymungey will be live in the building. Right back here on the No Gray Area. It's your girl, Kapri Monique, the voice of the people. Make sure y'all head on over to www.crankrock.com for the latest and greatest in Mitchcraft. Or you can meet us in store Wednesday through Sunday, 9244 East Hampton Drive, Capitol Heights, Maryland, Suites 201. We open at noon daily, baby. We'll be right back here on the Love Network DC. Look, you didn't make shit.
happy showing me love. If you freaking, I'm freaking. If you freaking, when I'm freaking, okay. Hey, yo, Black. Hey, yo, Steve. Yes, yes, yes. We up. Hey, hey, 2.0. Hey, Nudie J. Nudie J. I don't think y'all heard me, ladies. Yeah. I don't think they heard me, y'all. And yes, sir. One more time, y'all. And look here. Hey, whatever I'ma step in the club, do it for all the ladies. Let me show me love. You freaking, and I'm freaking. If you freaking, and I'm freaking. And all the love. Whatever I'ma step in the club, do it for all the ladies. Let me show me love. If you freaking, and I'm freaking. Ain't no way. And I'm freaking. This is for the sexy ladies, y'all. Come on. Hey, ladies. I need you. For the sexy ladies, y'all. I need you to put me on. I'm your place. Do anything I'll go. Come on. I'm a sex shooter. Shooting love in your direction. Hey. I'm a sex shooter. Come and play with my affection. Hey. Come on. Oh, let's go. Hey, Monty, go on and do that pop, baby. Look at my girl. What's better? You got it, Pooh.
What's up, y'all? Listen, we cranking, we partying, we moving. Had to take a step back to reset real quick. I did something that I normally don't do. And I actually gave life to a situation that is dead to me. Because regardless of what's said, my work speaks loud. And that's just what I'm gonna rely on. But just to make it very clear, late but great. Bam Chichaymungey is in the building.
Yes.
And we are gonna have some grown folk conversation.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna start with, how does Bam get in the go-go?
Oh man. How I get in the go-go?
Yes.
My big brother, my Uncle Al.
So the Bam that you are now, how is it developed? What position did you start at? What were you doing? Like, let's get into it.
You know what? I'm gonna tell a story.
All right, come on.
I'm gonna tell a untold story because he got a party coming up. Buck, welcome home. Right?
Shout out to Buck. I spoke with him the other day.
Buck. I'm gonna tell an untold story. All right, we was living in Lynn Hill, high-rise building across the street, like from where Crystal Skate was at.
Okay.
Right beside top of the hill. Overlook. I went to the camp in Overlook, and at the end of the summer, they was like, we gonna do a talent show, and I said, well, look, I got a band. Y'all probably was like 9, 10 years old
with a go-go band.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, I got a band, and they was like, I don't have no band. I said, I got a band. I said, I'm gonna bring my band to the talent show.
Okay.
So I left there. I ran home.
I went and knocked on Buck door. Do. I said, bro, you gotta help me. She said, what? I said, listen, I'm gonna play the congos. My cousin gonna lead talk. I need you to play the drums. He was playing the drums. Every time I used to walk past his house, he was getting drum lessons. This is before he was on keyboards. So he's playing drums. And he bought his drum set to Overlook Elementary.
Okay.
I had some congos. My cousin, he had some all white congos. That's a whole nother story, but he had some all white congos. I lugged the congos all the way across the street to Overlook. Set the congos up. My cousin, Keon, he was on the mic. And we played drums, congos, and just a frontline guy. No keyboards. We just
so no music section.
No music session.
Just straight crank. All percussions.
Okay. That's how I got in the go-go game. So I was like 10 years old. So I was pretty much born into it. So that's just an untold story, just to let people know how much passion I got for go-go. You know what I'm saying? That's an untold story. Shout out to Bucky, man. He helped me. He helped me out. He helped me stop.
So where do we go from there?
And where we go from there is I pretty much was going through a situation where I was like, dang, you know what? I want to start my own go-go band. You know what I'm saying? I want to do my own thing. I was with Raw Assumption, but I said I want to start my own thing. So Jigaboo pretty much is my home, like my first stop. Jigaboo was my first stop.
Okay.
So with that passion with Jigaboo, I pretty much kept going. I lost my manager. So I lost some members at that time too. And then I kept going until I got a call from Smurf. Smurf say, "Bam, I want you to come to Steel." I was like, "Oh, all right, I'm like, Jigaboo, we was up to CFE at the time, but at the same time, I was like, I like that." So I went over there and I did that. I did Steel Band.
Them CFE days, baby.
CFE days. Yeah. So
baby.
I started from the mud. I picked myself up. I'm talking about, I done went from albums, being on 93.9 interviews with Tigger, 95.5. I had the Coco Brother interview. So with Monique the Freak being like little bro, you know what I'm saying? He kind of helped us get through the door, and Coop and Al, they kind of helped us. So I pretty much done been there and done that when it come to like managing and stuff like that. That's why I said I don't want to manage no more. I think managing is a myth now. So, that's
you
why
don't think managers are needed?
It depends. It depends because I done been there. I done been through so many bands, like from Steel Band, that whole little, I done had multiple managers there too.
Okay.
So I done been through managers after managers to the point where I done managed myself. I'm not even a good manager. Okay. So it's hard to find a manager. If I feel like I'm not a good manager, it's hard to find a good manager. It's hard to manage me. I don't think no one can manage me. I think someone can help me.
So you think you're unmanageable?
I think I'm unmanageable.
Okay.
I think I can have a bookie or somebody like
someone to book your show dates.
Somebody to book my show dates.
But you just want to freelance.
Yeah, I want to freelance. That's where I feel now, but I give my all to people and they don't just,
So let's talk about it. Last Wednesday, I pulled up the hangers. Right. We were out front having a conversation. Right. At that moment, it was said, I'm like, you ready to step in? Like, are you ready to talk? Let's talk about your history with the culture. Let's talk about where BAM is today, why it looks like BAM is a band hopper. Like, let's talk about all of those things. And you said to me, all right. And we set a date. Right. That was prior to whatever took place days after. Right. So this situation was one that was still meant to display your history and clear up people's perception of the moves that BAM Chichaymungey is making, regardless of who, what, when, where. Like, that's what it was for. Okay.
Exactly.
So
that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay. So Steel Band, what happens after Steel?
So after Steel.
How long was your run with Steel?
My run with Steel was from... It's still now. It's just I stopped 2.5 years ago. No, 2 years ago. I stopped Steel 2 years ago.
Okay.
Took a pause because
was that before or after the hanger show that I had footage of?
That's right after. I stopped it right after.
Okay.
That was the last show.
Okay.
You got footage of the last show.
Ooh, yes, I do.
So you got exclusive.
It's on my channel. Yes. Ooh, it's on my YouTube. Ooh.
That was the last show that you got. That's the last. The one with Key up there, Miss Key and them and me. And yeah, that's the last show.
So you take the break from Steel.
So I take the break from Steel. When I take the break from Steel, I get the call from Rico on this project. And at the same time, I
Shout out to Tamarki and Rico.
Right. And at the same time, I get the call from Pump Blenders.
Okay.
So I'm doing Pump Blenders and on this project, and I'm kind of like fading my Steel Band, like putting it on the shelf because I'm getting treated. Like instead of me doing the treating, I'm getting treated.
Okay.
So I got a taste of that. Like, hold on, no boss. I got some of that. Like, you know what? This job different than walking to the ATM. That long walk to the ATM, I make animals. As you can see, it turned people into animals. You know what I'm saying? That long walk to the ATM, it's not for everybody.
And sometimes
it's a mean walk.
And sometimes the walks don't happen.
And it don't have to happen, but they happen. It's a mean walk. And trust me, I walk that walk. I know that walk. That walk will turn you against anybody. So trust me. So that's why I say, you know, this Pump Blenders thing is good. Because they like show up, crank out,
and go home.
Lead, go home.
Yes.
It's no problem. On this project, same thing.
Okay.
Crank out, go home.
Okay.
But then the pandemic hit. So the pandemic hit, I pull up to let my brother here use a cowbell, and I run it. Well, actually, you know, I'm chilling at my brother's house. We fishing and we doing stuff. He like, here, listen.
Scooter?
No, this is Fats.
Okay, Cedric.
This is little brother. So he playing it, and I'm just like, damn, that shit sound good. And I'm bigging him up like, yeah, that shit sound good. You know, so that happened for like a month or so. So I already was hearing it. And he asked me to use a cowbell, so I showed up. That's how I ended up with the All-Star Band.
Okay.
I was just supposed to be holding it down. You know what I'm saying?
So you were not a permanent member?
Nah, I wasn't. I was just supposed to be holding it down because Dave was going to do one half and I was going to do the other half.
Okay.
That's like the God honest truth.
Okay, so what happens from there?
From there, I like it. I come in and like it. Dave said, nah, he got it. And I took it from there. But when I took it from there, I still was like, all right, this still like Pump Blenders. I just get to pull up, get paid, go home. Still easy as that. But my role played a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, into it. Well, at least I thought my role was going to be a little more. I got comfortable like I did with Steel.
Okay.
That's how I put All-Star Blend. I put them that close that I got that comfortable. Like, I didn't even get that comfortable in the other bands.
So pause. Explain what you mean by comfortable. What are the moves that you make when you're comfortable? What are the things that you do? Like, I need to understand this comfort so I can understand why you're like so passionate about being so fully invested in it.
Yeah, comfort is, I know that every Wednesday or every Tuesday or every Friday or every Wednesday, I'm going to be at practice because they're going to be there, or every show I'm going to be there and they're going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I get to make up the grooves, or I'm sitting there minding my business and they like, Will, you known for doing this, that, and that. Could you do this? Could you point the band in this direction, or could you do that? Or do you know a conga player, or do you know a drummer or a keyboard player, or I need somebody to sing? I get comfortable. When that's told to me, that gets me comfortable. Like, oh, okay, that's comfortability.
So
like, yeah.
Asking you to use your resources or your network and putting people around you that you have a prior relationship with, like you're building the band.
Yeah, so I'm getting comfortable because I'm like, all right, well, you know, my road job different. So when it comes to like pay, you know what I'm saying, I job like one mine's. You know, I don't want to wait the way I know how like some of y'all like to do. You know what I'm saying? I get it because that's how you got to run your camp sometimes, but sometimes it's good. Depends on how much you're paying them.
Right.
When you paying them a certain amount, you can do that. But when you're not, you can't do that. So it's like, I try to stay away from that when I'm going to these groups. Like, look, hey, now my role change. So, all right, we somewhere close to partners then.
Okay.
Like, we like, all
because
right.
So do you feel like once you bring people in and you solidify a sound and you're directing music,
I'm giving more than what I thought I was going to be giving.
You feel like you've invested.
I'm investing now, yeah.
So
not alone, not even bringing in my sound. You know what I'm saying? I'm all the way in it. You got to understand, like, I'm in it. So I felt comfortable. Like, all right, I ain't think about Steel. I ain't think about nobody. Like, all right, Pump Blenders, all right, cool. But I'm like, damn, in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, I could be doing something wrong, like, because they needed me. You know what I'm saying? But I wiggle my I let a situation make me wiggle my way out and just not go back. Like, all right, just because I was putting all my attention on this project, like boom.
And which project are you speaking of?
All-Star Plan.
Okay.
Putting all my attention on that. Like, you know what, man, fuck everything else. This what it is. And this what I'm riding for. So once I do that, I'm just like, it gotta go that way. It can't be none of that. It gotta go that way.
So while devoting your time, effort, and energy to that project, what were some of the things that you felt like were red flags for you?
The first red flag was the benefit show for that I think Joe Jackson was putting people on. You know, so not to put nobody's name out, he was helping people out with that. And he told me, you know, we locked in, whoop, whoop, whoop. I was told we locked in, whoop, 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 and I'm gonna break you off, you know what I'm saying, whoop, 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 from this. So I found myself like, all right, asking, you know, I felt like we close enough, like it's more than just the band thing. It's personal because it's like, all right, so that's outside of the band, like you about to boom, boom, boom. So I'm getting vulnerable around my, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be partner. I'm getting vulnerable, like, all right, bet you learning about my personal business and all this and that. So, all right, if you're gonna help like that, all right, bet. So that's amping me up even more. Like, man, whatever he want, anything he want, he got it. Sound, it don't matter. Woo, woo, woo.
So do you feel like you got baited in? Or do you feel like your comfort level let your guard down?
Yeah, my comfort level. That's what happened.
Okay.
Meaning that I don't know if it was genuine or not. I can't say if it was or if it wasn't. But I blame myself for my comfort zone having my guard down like that. So that was my first red flag when I kept asking, like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. Like, I'm keeping it 100. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm like, that was my red flag, but I'm so loyal. Like, niggas be talking about that mafia shit. Woo, woo, woo. I don't let shit like that be like, oh, the break. Like, normally I just break off. Like, nah, fuck that. One red flag is enough for me. But like I said, I got comfortable. If this was any other band, as soon as that happened, peace, I'm out. Especially I can do my own shit. I ain't gotta be in somebody else's shit and this happened. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first red flag. When that happened, I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? All right, bet.
So how long ago did that red flag occur?
A long time ago. See what I'm saying? That's
and
how I
you
show
stayed.
How loyal. Yeah, I'm loyal.
3 years?
Yeah. Now we'll two and some change.
Okay.
And some change. It's about 2 and some change. I guess he slumming streaming, you know, 2. But so I guess it's been 2 and some change. But I've been loyal. I stay loyal. I ain't even budge. That shit didn't even budge me, but it was a red flag. I'm keeping it real. See what I'm saying? So niggas gonna be, oh man, that was some petty shit. Nah. That show you that I wasn't petty. These are facts. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was a red flag. But I didn't. You know it was a red flag. Come on, man. You know it was a red flag, but you like, oh, this nigga tough. I got a good one. I got a real one.
Yeah,
you know
he gonna rock with me.
He gonna rock with me.
Okay.
So I took it as that instead of a disrespect.
Okay.
So that niggas won't get it twisted. You see what I'm saying? Think I'm gonna come, blah, 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 blah. Nah, I'm coming to spit the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the truth ain't Batman shit. Truth is not some shit that's gonna curry you. The truth is not disrespectful.
Facts.
You feel me?
It's the truth.
Facts. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
So it's not disrespectful. Nigga can't take it as disrespect. I'm me. I've been me. I ain't never been no chump. I ain't never been no bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that about me. Like, I don't never let nobody sum me. At the end of the day, I can even show you that I ain't gonna let you sum me, or I can just walk away and not let
But the choice is yours.
But the choice is mine. Exactly. So I choose to be like, nah, I'm gonna show you a different way how I'm not gonna let you sum me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it the quiet way. But I'm gonna tell my truth because I know I don't want nobody like, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? This shit done got weird. You know what I'm saying? Off of some short shit.
Okay, so let's get to the short shit. Like,
yeah, let's get right to the short shit.
I'm okay with I'm okay with building it because it's a lot.
And I was late.
No, it's not that. That's out. Like, that's down the street. We passed that.
And I was late doing some shit I could have been doing. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm dapping up with people that I'm like, yeah, I should have been like, yeah. But go ahead.
But we in the thick of it.
Yeah, we
so You stay past the red flags.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on in the composition of the band for you? Are you comfortable with the members of the band, or is it a situation where you can't stay comfortable? Like, what's going on with the band?
I ain't even getting a chance to get comfortable because you got some band members it's a very few that's originals that rock with me, or I build it for them to rock with me. Like, mind you, nobody in the band did anything wrong to me. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody, not one member. I brought members in, so why would they do something wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? Nobody did nothing wrong to me. You know what I'm saying? But what what the thing is like, you know what I'm saying? You got members that rock with you. You got members that knew you from the past that might think that, you know what I'm saying, he still got it or he don't. Da, da, da. So it was a lot of challenges throughout certain members.
So once you get comfortable, do those members normally stay, or are they normally gone?
Well, well, most of them, majority of them stayed. The people who didn't stay, I knew wasn't gonna stay. Put it like that.
Okay.
So it was solid. It was solid. It was solid. That's why I said, like I said, the members ain't do nothing. I just didn't know why, it's like every time a member not there, I gotta step up more, or I gotta do this, or we gotta find somebody to fall in place. That's just normal for go-go. It's normal for bands. It's normal. I stuck through all that. It didn't matter who was in play. I'ma sit there and I'ma fly them in. I just had my picks, but I'd rather not do that more so because you gotta think the band started with just all-star members, just all-star. You in this band, you in that band, you in this band. It didn't become like turning it into a band until it's like I started playing more of a role. It's
Okay.
Like, all right, well, I'm with solid shit, so if I'm gonna be here, we might as well just go ahead and go all that. So both of us, everybody was in agreement to that. Like,
But that was
the
the partnership.
Yeah, that's like the partnership. Like, all right, I'm in, everybody in. Then that means we gonna find members. If we gotta find members that's gonna be locked in, we're gonna do all locking shit. So I was with it, but niggas members just still had it in their mind that nah, I'm gonna still do this. So I was like, you know what? For all these years, I've been wrong. Like, I've been wrong.
Wow, because you were dedicated?
Yes, no, not that I was dedicated. Is that I didn't see a keyboard perspective. I didn't see from a drummer perspective.
So explain their perspectives to me.
All right, their perspective is this. It's like, I'm here. I'm putting your stuff first. But if I gotta go play at the church, I'm gonna play at the church too. I'm gigging with this band, but none of that matters. You really don't even have to know about none of that.
Right.
Because I'm here.
As long as it doesn't affect your shows and your
affect your shows
practices.
and your practice. But I was so stuck, jigaboo still, like, I'm with whatever anybody is like, nah, that nigga play for another band or he a band hop. I was with that shit. I was
So
really
you
with
was
that
with
shit.
hopping.
No, I was against hopping.
Okay.
I was against hopping until I started seeing like
The different perspectives.
it's not called band hopping.
What is it called?
It's called being a musician, and it's called a business. It's called when you do an LLC or regardless or whatever, you a business, period. So if you a drummer and you playing at church and niggas asking you for a W-9 form, whatever the fuck they
You're an employee.
Yeah, they gave me a check. My church gave me a check with an envelope with a W-9 form. So I'm like, oh yeah, oh. So that's how drummers and that's how singers and all. Okay, I get it now. Okay, Miss Kim, she gonna be on stage with RE, or they gonna give her bag for the day, or boom, boom, boom. Scooby don't care. They don't care. Nobody care about that. I was like, damn, I need to change my ways, man, because I can be sucked into doing following stuff real easy because of my loyalty.
Because your loyalty becomes
loyalty
becomes your slavery.
It become my slavery. Like, people know that's why I got out of managing, because they know I play. Bama called me and say, listen, I'm gonna pay y'all blah 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 blah. I don't even care about the pay. I'm coming to pull up the play. But then my band members is looking at me like, bruh,
where's the money, honey?
Honey. We know you love it. We know you love it, but we don't love it as much as you do. But we love it because you do. Where's the money? So I started learning, like, you know what, I gotta be different, man. I can't if I'm a press everybody out and they doing it and then I'm not doing it, you know what I'm saying? I guess I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, let me just not say nothing about all of the members playing with the other people. So I fell back from getting mad. I've been fell back from getting mad with members doing that.
So that's what I was getting right. That was going to be the question, because you dropped the bomb on me and told me that the return of S.T.E.E.L is coming.
Mm-hmm.
So
it is. I said that with all capital letters.
You did, and you were so excited.
And I'm back with Honest Project.
Oh, hold up. Wait a damn minute.
The CD cranking.
Wait a damn minute. Hold on.
Rewind. And I just got off iPod. What is it? I say iPod, iPad. I just got off of what they say, what I was on again.
I don't.
Podcast with WCPR.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I was never doing that.
Let's rewind.
I was never doing that.
Welcome to RNS.
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back to RNS. You and Rico definitely have an amazing, relationship.
It's always.
Welcome back to RNS. Man. Because this is the thing. It got to a point where your chapter came to a close with All Star Blend. How does that play out? Because I know the messages I've been getting and the sideways comments.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, the red flags didn't happen. I'm going to tell you this, y'all. All I'm going to say is I felt like I lived out the Tupac Shakur life, but he escaped the last part. You feel me? It was death row. I was with the shits, but
so tell me why
enemies. We was the
tell
villain.
Me why.
And we was the villains, man. I'm an energy boost. I'm a tank. You know what I'm saying? And the people that I was behind, or was behind me, or shall I say beside me, or whatever, they tanks too. The whole band, every time, they tanks. Like I said, I had no issues with no band members. They was tanks. You know what I'm saying? But
so who were you? Let's not duck
it. It's death row.
Who are the issues with?
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight is not a part of Go-Go.
Man, he is, man. I'm telling y'all, listen, bro. Look, since it was a funny situation, I'm gonna make it as funny as I can. I'm gonna make it as comical, because I'm gonna tell you, it's. I never do nothing like this. This is probably my first time. Because I didn't even have to do it with S.T.E.E.L. I never had to do it with Jigaboo. I didn't do it with RNS Project. I didn't do it with Pump Blenders. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And haven't been with nobody else, so I didn't do that.
This is foreign to you.
This is foreign. This is some different shit. This is some shit that my brother be like, I know you do the fuck you want to do, but really, bro, like, you really gonna breathe that much? Like, but I'm like, nah, you shouldn't have asked me one time. When you asked me what's going on with that shit, what's up with Slim, that's all you had to do. I was like, I gotta explain.
He was ready.
I had to explain because he ready. I gotta shut it down because he like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know it was like that. And I'm like, nah, it's not. What happened is this fucking internet push shit to where it is. And by me being who I am, I'm gonna take another sip. Hold up.
Oh, hold on. Uh-oh.
By me being who I am, sometimes I deal with shit by not dealing with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're an avoider. You'll walk away.
I'm an avoider. I'll walk away because I was a hothead. I know how to walk away. So I'm like, people will assume because of my walk away. And I'll be like, but guess what? If I didn't have to walk away, we could have got that shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm a man and I come to another man and say, look, bro, I'm about to help so-and-so do something real quick. I'm here. I ain't gonna let nothing get in the way of what I'm doing.
So is that a conversation that you had?
Yeah, that's a conversation.
Who was the conversation about? I'm gonna help out.
I'm about to help out on this project.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know.
And that was prior to the flyer being dropped.
Yeah, that was before that.
Okay,
that was before that. I was keeping it 100. Like, me, I ain't trying to step outside of no circle with nothing, but I avoided so many people help to, you know what I'm saying, that it just started bothering me because every band member is helping people. And I'm just like, I done said no to so much help.
That you finally said yes.
That I finally said yes because I said I'm going to do it the right way.
Okay.
All right, look, this, that, and the third, this about to happen, whoop, whoop, whoop. It ain't nothing. What happened is this. That man Rico promote his band the way he promotes.
Shout out to Rico.
About his age,
RNS Project.
He was respectful because he was like, all right, so you gonna let him know, what's going on, so that way, you know what I'm saying? Cause
it's no confusion.
No confusion. I already know you straight stamping off the break. But before all that, I talked to J-Rock. I talked to Jerry about everything. You see what I'm saying? I told him what I was about to do. I said, look, I'm about to do this. I'm about to help him real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he was looking for, trying to figure out the lead talker situation because it was a couple of helping him out.
You talking about Arnest?
Yeah.
Yes. And I know
Rico
the backstory to that too.
Yeah, he kind of like want one.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
He's at a point where he needs his own everything. They're gigging, they're cranking, they're being requested. He can't keep borrowing. I need my own.
I need my own.
Yes.
So I'm already like, I know Bam can't give me, his all right now because of what he doing, but I know he gonna be there more than me having to use this person, that person, and that person. Right. So I'm like, bet, as long as it doesn't interfere with what I'm doing, we good. So boom. So I think everything cool. Rico drop a fly. I ain't care. Cause I was like, man, I'm not but photogenic. I'm not tripping. That's cool. Bet. I don't get that all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't get promoted. I don't get thrown. Like the picture you picked, I was like, bet. Okay, why didn't I think of that? You know what I'm saying?
That picture?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, okay. So I guess I was stuck in the moment of the promotion. Like, I like to play. I like to be there every week, be somewhere every week. That's what I'm used to.
You like routine.
I like routines. Like, so I'm just like, so I ain't saying say feature because I don't want to fuck up what you doing, but I know that that's not going to bother what I'm doing, let alone what I feel like that's going to help me over here.
Right.
I think all promotion is good promotion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna be no weird shit. Niggas know I ain't no weird nigga. So they ain't gonna be like, oh, this nigga weird, you band hopping ass nigga.
So in your mind, you're thinking that you featuring with RNS will bring more attention to All Star Blend. Yeah. So you were not being maliceful with your decision.
I wasn't being ill wheels or I'm like, oh, I'm about to roll. Even with me being real.
Hold on, I got you.
Even with me being real, keeping it 100, you know what I'm saying? Like, telling everything. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't thinking it's nothing. I'm thinking like, oh, I done went through all this shit with changing practice dates and this man can't make it, this man can make it. This man can't make it, this man can make it. And I just like, oh, okay. I dealt with it every time. So then I'm like, all right, bet. If I'm going to deal with this shit, then, man, the minute somebody asks me and I feel like.
And you trust.
And I trust.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to help him. But I'm going to keep it 100 with him because we got this relationship. So I'm like, look, boom. So I tell him, but when the fly drop, it's like, oh, so you in the band.
Is that what you said?
No, that's what was told to me.
That you were in the band.
Oh, so you in the band. So mind you, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I have a wife. So she does things to me that I know that she's doing to me. You know what I'm saying? So you doing purposely things to me, like I'm a male, I know how to do purposely things to her. So when you close to somebody that close, friends, you know how to do things to friends, to piss friends off, and friends know how to piss you off and to hurt them.
Yeah.
So you hurt me with that because you know I told you what it was. So when you say, oh, you in the band, now you being sarcastic. You see what I'm saying? So now you being sarcastic, and I'm like, damn, so that's one red flag. That's like the last red flag.
Okay.
Because now I'm like, I came to you like a man after you know how to switch every practice, every day, with every backup band member because you went, they not here or they not gonna be there or this and that. Help me this, call him, call that. I did all that. So I'm like, damn, I'm in the band, and I'm like, damn, yeah. So I ignore it. Me being me, my new me, like my new me work like shit.
Avoid it.
That avoiding shit be like, niggas be blown, but I be like, yeah, that shit will job work because say I don't read your text message. Like I'm not a text message reader. I don't read it on purpose because I don't want nothing to spark me to be like, oh yeah, damn. So I'm a fucked up motherfucker.
So now it's fuck you.
So yeah, exactly. So I'm a fucked up motherfucker. So I work on my fucked upness by not looking at fuck shit like, nah, if I don't see it, it don't bother me. You fuck around, I just hope you don't sneak me when I see you or some shit like that, because I ain't see what you read. Because if you see me, like, I know that nigga seen what I read. That nigga, oh, damn, I got fighting. No, I ain't even read it, Jack. I ain't even read it because I know that nah, man, for what? This band shit. We ain't gotta be doing it like you getting that far over this. Nah, we ain't gotta do that. So I ignored it.
You do the first show with RNS.
I do the first show, everything fine.
Okay.
I do the second show, everything fine. Mind you, I'm still showing up for my practices and still doing my show.
Okay, you were with the band
setting up Sam.
Oh, hold up. So you were with the band for 2 years. How many shows did you miss?
One. Fife held it down for me. And well, now 2, 3, but one.
Okay. How many practices did you miss?
One.
So in the entirety of you being with that band for 2 years, for 24 months, you've only missed one show and one practice. And that one practice was missed Wednesday. We gonna get to that though. Keep going.
I even showed up to the practice for Fife because I wanted to help Fife.
To make sure he was going to hold it down right.
But I don't even think, no. You know what? I think they practice at Rick Logan. So I think it's 1.5, 2 practices.
Okay.
I think he practiced with them at practice or he might didn't.
Okay.
I think I did and then they played. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But 1 and 1, 5, pretty much for the record.
For the record. Yeah. Okay.
But I've been at every show. I never missed a show until, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely want to get to an apology for Burry Davis. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Tasha, on behalf of Tasha, sitting pretty. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I know they is a different entity, but I just had to throw that out there because I was the reason why we was going to be on the show. Because he called me, asking me, bam, I need you on my birthday. And I apologize. I owe him 2 shows, 3 shows, maybe 4 shows free. You know what I'm saying? On behalf of S.T.E.E.L, I can't do it with honest. I can't do Rico like that.
No,
I can't do Rico. Rico gotta make his money.
You can sacrifice your money, but the rest of the band gotta get paid.
Yeah. I'm gonna pay my band, but I owe him, like, you know what I'm saying. So that's something else. So shout out to Burry Davis, man. Happy birthday. I apologize for not being there Saturday with the bad boys of Go BYB. Lord knows that I love them. You know what I'm saying? And I love playing with them. And I'm blown and I fucked up and missed the opportunity to play with them because of our egos. You know what I'm saying? You know? So I tell him, everything cool. The fly drop. He says this. And then I'm like, all right. Little niggas call this airing out dirty lawn. I don't give a fuck. This shit hit the internet before I even said shit. So I don't give a fuck. So listen. So I'm like, damn. So Texas coming in like, oh, so you cool. So then the next one came in. Oh, so you cool with that? I'm like, oh, all right, okay.
So he's a serial text harasser.
Yeah.
So the message he sent to me yesterday, you know you're reaching with this interview tomorrow, right? And the whole time, the interview was to discuss the difference between being a band hopper, a freelancer, and a musician for hire.
That's what I'm doing.
I know.
It ain't nothing detrimental.
Thank you.
Like that.
Let's keep rocking.
You know what I'm saying? So listen. So I'm like, listen. I'm just telling my truth.
And you're allowed to.
And I never do.
Welcome to the no gray area.
No gray area.
Welcome.
I just be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, oh, he's pissed. He's mad. He's a little bit mad.
He's a little bit mad?
He shouldn't be.
Because you were up front.
Because I was up front.
Okay.
Like, this Burry, he drinking. I'm drinking. We're going to calm down. We're going to chill.
We're going to sober up and talk. We're going to sober up and talk like adults.
We do this shit all the time.
So the dysfunction was already there.
It was already there.
Okay.
We go to bat every time, but it never gets to where I'm saying things that he like, hold up. Or I'm texting things where he like second guessing our friendship or whatever. Like, hold on, y'all. You're not supposed to be saying that to me. Like, I went through this shit with you. Why are you saying this? Like, hold on. I just said hold up real quick. I ain't saying like I'm like, nah. I'm just saying hold on real quick. You know what I mean? You done had ideas that didn't involve me.
Why can't I?
Why can't I?
But the thing is, he was just on my platform saying it's business, never personal. But it feels like it's only business if he dictates or quantifies it as being business. And anything that he feels like you're doing as contrary makes it personal. But the thing about it is, no one is trying to make anything personal. This is strictly about business. And for you, the business wasn't what you expected it to be. So you were showing up to shows, you were setting up sound, and you were on the front line.
On the front line.
So
I ain't even getting a chance to change and none of that. We talked about this all the time.
So let me ask this question. Yeah. 2 separate fees, 1 package fee. Are you paid for both experiences? Like what's really?
I am. I'm paid for both of them.
Same day?
Majority of the time, yeah. Yeah.
So it's
or
two
before,
separate.
or before.
So it's two separate fees.
Separate fees, yeah.
Bam the sound man, your performance
the
on
performance
stage.
Fee. Yeah, and he took care of that.
Okay.
For me and him, it was straight.
It was the internet.
It was the internet. Like I said, it was the internet. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it came to the money with me, I can't speak for nobody else. I can only speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a few hiccups, but we had hiccups. We do hiccups. But it's not a lot of them. It's not a whole lot of them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing part of the red flag. The red flag was what I said it was earlier, but it was no part of the red flag. It wasn't none of that. It wasn't none of that.
So you began featuring. You're popping up on more flyers.
And I didn't explain it because I felt like I didn't have to. I didn't call Rico and tell Rico to take featuring off because I felt like that's my bro and I'm not gonna tell him that because he want to promote the way he want to promote. I don't got no fucking thing to do with none of that. I just knew that it wasn't gonna interfere with All-Star Plan because if it was, I wasn't gonna do it because loyalty can go out the door any given time. It's no expiration date. You know what I'm saying? Or spoil date. Sometimes the glass can break or it can just stay right there and be on the shelf. But at the end of the day, it's no other way to see it. You see what I'm saying? So I just felt like I was cool. But I guess I wasn't. But it was, I'm going to tell so-and-so, da-da-da-da. I just ignored it and said, oh, all right, bet. I never said, nah, don't say nothing. So I never said, don't go get in his inbox and say how you feel. Because I feel now I know that you upset. I'm going to let you do it. Rico just probably going to have to, rap to you. I feel like you shouldn't talk to him, but if you want to. I never said, no, don't do that. I never did that. I just didn't respond.
So with Joe Jackson's show being one of the shows that you've missed.
And sorry to Joe Jackson too, because.
Are you guys.
Oh, is that the first? If they would have Steel or somebody else that I'm kicking it with, I can still do the first show, the benefit show.
Right.
I want to be a part of that. I just not going to be a part of the other situation, but I could be a part of that. So that's something else. So I had to rap to him about it. I don't know.
So you're going to talk to him off the air?
Yeah, I'm going to talk to him.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to him because I don't want to be, like I said, I owe Burry, Davis, and Tasha. Like me,
because you walked away from the situation. Exactly. So do you feel like you were forced to walk away from the situation, or do you feel like you just?
I was forced.
Okay.
I was forced to walk away because I was basically like, you know what I'm saying? J-Rock asked for a favor. He asked me.
Which favor was that?
To help complete Crank Out. On Wednesday, I told you this shit is beyond like this.
Last Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. So
when you and I had the conversation about this interview.
Exactly. So he asked me. Okay. He asked me to. Well, I was told that something was going to be taken down that wasn't. So I took it away.
So back to the internet shit.
Yeah, exactly. So
okay.
That was before this. It didn't go down. So I was like, all right, I'm going to still help people. Fuck it. So J-Rock was like, okay, I'll let the secret out. I had quit.
Hold up. So you were going to help out Complete Crank.
I quit. This was before the Complete Crank.
Okay, so you quit before Complete Crank. Yes. Why did you quit before Complete Crank?
I quit because I felt like this is unnecessary.
The extra stuff that was going on?
I don't want to make your brand look a certain way. I guess it's obvious that you feel like with me helping whoever is going to make your brand look bad. Like, first of all, I have no bad feelings towards nobody in the band. Nobody. People next to me, people in the back of me, my drummer, my conga player, bass player, lead.
You keep clarifying that. Is that because you feel guilty for leaving them behind?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it was nothing. It's none of that. And it was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't play. I quit because you going too hard on me on the internet. I don't want to get mad. I look at you in a different way. So before I get mad, let me just walk away, blah, 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 blah. I'm not a silly motherfucker, blah, 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 this and that. 2 days or a day go by. I get a call from Cuzzo. Jerry Rock called me and say, listen.
Shout out to Jerry, man.
Yeah,
Jerry caping this whole situation.
Yeah, he's man. It's certain people that got the key, you know what I mean, and got the know-how and got the I got
the gift of gab.
Yeah, you know, he went out. You know what I'm saying? Like I do anything for him. You know what I'm saying? He do anything for me. So that's how I've been. So now he called me. Bloom. No. Look. Dot. Boom, boom, bing. Nah.
So talk it out.
I said, bet.
So he told y'all to talk it out.
Yeah, he said, nah, listen,
I'm going to mediate it. Let's talk it out. Let's move forward.
I'm like, all right, bet, because you called me. Now, this is how I am. I'm this mad, but I'm like, because you called me, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
So is it because you felt like he had actually resolved the situation?
I thought Jerry took care of it. I thought Jerry handled the situation and was like, look, nah, this bigger than that. This shit shouldn't even be on the internet.
So it had gotten to a point where you could no longer communicate with him effectively in a healthy manner. Okay.
Because I'm stubborn. And I hate that shit about me, but I'm stubborn as shit because I feel like if I'm giving you 100% loyalty, if I slip, I always fess up. I will never take that one time to where as though I know I'm wrong and I'm still like, nah. I don't try to give you that because I'm like, nah, that right there, that's a different sign to me. If I'm like, I'm wrong, I'm going to be like, man, my bad, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? My bad. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm partially wrong in it, I'm still like, look, my bad, I'm wrong. So it was one of those situations where it was like, damn, you ain't even, you wrong, but you ain't even like, So
y'all like, couldn't meet at a middle ground?
Nah, we couldn't meet at a middle grounds at first.
Okay.
But because we so fucking cool, I ignore shit, he ignores shit. I go to practice. So I go to practice, boom. At the practice, J-Rock, I guess that was AJ last show with Complete Crank.
Okay, yeah.
And J-Rock is helping them in some type of way. I don't know. I'm just finding out all of this. Mind you, I'm not thinking about none of that. I'm just like...
You're dealing with your situation.
Yeah. So he like, Brain, I need your help. I'm like, oh, God, help. The help word again. Damn. I was like, I just locked in with that's project.
You got to take your superhero cape off. Because if not, you can be helping everybody out.
But I wasn't at first, but
now that the floodgates are open,
because it feels like I can if I can help.
It's only one like, you can't quadruple schedule yourself, sir. It doesn't work in real life. But come on.
I got some little bit something. You know what I'm saying? I got some little bit something where as though I don't have people like, I know how to navigate right because I'm smart with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. Jerry like, yeah, but you know, but you practice on Wednesday. I said, don't worry about that. I'm going to call him. I'm going to let him know. I'm going to let him know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Jerry like, no. I know. After we get off the phone, he doesn't tell me this. Jerry take it upon himself. He like, nah. I know this nigga. He's still mad.
Okay.
I got him to play, but he's still mad.
Okay.
I know he mad because he don't understand what's going on. You know, I'm confused. So he like, when he get confused, he's mad. I'm mad. I'm blown. I'm like, but I know how to get through it. He like this. I'm going to call. Yeah, listen, I need to use him for Wednesday. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? That's family. You know, I'm in a tight situation. All he going to be doing is missing practice, but he going to be at the show. I got him to come back. Just at least let me use him Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? He like, raw.
What is that?
Raw. They bump heads.
Head button.
Yes, raw. So Jerry is confused, like, bro, I just called him to come back to the band because he's pissed. He don't understand what's going on.
But you had already quit.
So by him, I already quit, but I already came back to the practice. So I'm already like, all right, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking of burying. I'm like, I ain't going to fucking show up this weekend.
Right.
This shit happening right before the weekend show. You see what I'm saying? So he like, So I guess they came to some kind of agree to disagree.
Okay. So
now it's, I want him to call me and tell me.
So you make the phone call?
No. Hell fucking no.
Hell fucking no.
Man, fuck no.
Why don't you make the call?
Cause I'm me. I'm a motherfucking man. Not to be talking to you like
no,
this.
I'm not personalizing, but I'm just trying to understand. Not
listen,
because I'm a man. Now explain to me what that means because I'm not a man. So
right.
I don't.
So another nigga ain't gonna tell a nigga to tell him,
nigga, you gotta call me.
Nah, that nigga gotta call me.
Okay.
In order for me to believe what you saying, or in order for me to allow it to happen or whatever, this nigga gotta call me. Jerry, no, J-Rock, I keep saying Jerry because everybody knows Jerry. I call him J-Rock. J-Rock say, all right. And in back of his mind, he like, damn, it's over. It's done. It's it. It's done. It's my fucking fault. I should have never called him. Because guess what? If J-Rock would have never called him, I would have been calling him.
And y'all would have had the conversation.
And we'd have had the conversation. And I would have did it would have just been a mispractice. And I would have been at the show this weekend that just passed.
So what happens after the show on Wednesday that leads to comments under posts? He was released.
I'm going to cancel practice because Bam can't make it. This your fault, basically, J-Rock. Woo, woo, woo. They get into a back tug of war again. You know, blah, 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 and I'm coming up hangers. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. So J-Rock thinking that he coming up hangers because he about to, you know,
have a conversation.
Me out, have a conversation, and it's cool. They ain't practicing. We're gonna just sit there and see what's going on. If he gonna be playing the shit that he play with us, or you know, I don't know. I'm just like,
you don't know what's going on, but you're at hangers.
I tell J-Rock I'm gonna call him though.
Okay.
But then me being me, I'm like, I ain't gonna call. I know I'm not gonna call. I never call.
It's back to Bam being the avoider of the situation instead of dealing with it.
I don't want to argue with nobody. I don't.
But my thing is,
or I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you.
But my thing is, when does the avoidance stop? Because you're at a point in your career where you're trying to settle down and build a legacy for you. It's more days. Hold on. It's more days behind you than in front of you at this point.
I'm gonna tell you when the avoidance stops, right? The avoidance stops when I stop being put in situations that I don't like because.
But you put yourself in those situations,
and you know,
so you can't avoid the other people because you have to be accountable for yourself.
And I am,
and you got to hold them accountable.
And that's why I'm here today because listen, me avoiding shit is the reason why all this shit happened. But some shit that I avoid is when you got a problem. I feel like your go-to, whatever your meditating, whatever your meditation is, can't kill, whatever you pray to, or you know, Allah, whoever you pray to, whatever they use, because my peoples tell me this too. She be like, but I think she grew to know that that's what helped me cope. Like if I'm a ex-con or I'm an ex this, I'm gonna be like, they don't like that I do this, but this keeps me out of jail.
Right. And I get it. But this is the part of life where we're at where I cannot hold somebody else accountable for the place I am in my journey and the peace that I've found. I can only hold them accountable for what I allow them to take me through.
Right.
So it gets to a point where you just have to.
That's why my cutoff is quick.
Okay.
So it's
that's
like
a defense mechanism.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I allow myself to go through that where like it might be easier for you to not. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm learning how to figure out how to not avoid people. You see what I'm saying? The people that I don't avoid is the people that I feel like I'm not supposed to. You ever think about, I'm cool with people that I know I'm supposed to get into it with because I understand why we get into it with. I don't understand when I get into it with people that I feel like I'm not supposed to get into it with. You feel what I'm saying?
But you do know that the people you love the most are normally going to be the ones you butt to heads with the most because that forgiveness, that loyalty, that love is there. So my thing is, y'all got to a point where discussion couldn't happen.
And I went into me avoiding it, but not doing nothing wrong, avoiding it. I'm just avoiding the text off.
So how does it end? How does it end? On Friday, how does it end?
Well, Wednesday I guess it ended on Wednesday.
So it ended Wednesday with that complete crank show.
In his mind, I guess we're going to stay here long enough to see if this nigga, like, I never felt that I would ever be in that type of situation. Shout out to Montu. Because my man looked out for me. I just had to add him in, man. Listen, so my whole thing was, damn, you came up to hangers to say, if this nigga get on stage with them, that's it. Like you fired me. Like, where's the weird? This is weird. Like, I quit.
So you don't feel like it was a place for support?
Nah.
So he did not come to support you?
No, nah. I'm like, oh, okay. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, I get to prove to him that I'm holding him down for family. And I ain't doing none of the stuff that I do on stage with us.
So it's not a conflict
because I got that much shit. So it's not a conflict. I got that much shit. I'm not doing none of our shit.
So none of the regular songs that y'all do, nothing that y'all have worked on, you're doing on the platform.
I changed it after I looked and seen that they was gone. I said, oh, they left? Oh, okay, all right. Now I really know why.
So at that point, you felt like...
At that point, I felt like, oh, that's it. So I turned to Gino, the keyboard player, and say, look, this is what we're going to do. Bop, bop, bop. So now I added two of my songs in. You feel me? That I sing with them. Because I'm like, oh, okay. So now I'm going to get through the night comfortably.
So at that point, you had decided it was done for you?
Yeah, it was done. It was done for me. Then I was like, CJ Rock, it's done for me. And then I see Trey walk in. I see Billy walk in. I see Ben walk in to support Sydney.
Yes.
That's how I'm like, this shit is weird. This shit is weird. Like, I'm new to this other shit. And I'm just like, okay. I'd rather put myself in a situation where I don't have to worry about nobody ever acting like that. That's how I used to act. And I'm just looking at me. That's why I felt like I'm in the Tupac situation. It was death row. And I got out. I looked at what was happening to Snoop and was like, nah.
So you decided that you would rather be able to freelance and do things the way Bam wants to do them.
Call me. If you want to call me that, you want to give me that list, I know you ain't gonna say it to me, so say what the fuck you want to say. I'm gonna just go make my money then. Now.
So what terms are you on?
I'm not a lead talker no more. I'm an entertainer. I'm the entertainer.
Bam the entertainer.
I'm a musician.
Bam the musician.
Yeah.
So what is your relationship like with the former manager? Well, with your former manager or your former partner? Are you guys on speaking terms? Is it at a place where you guys can sit down and have a conversation and heal?
Because he's rational. Rational mean irrational when you just
He's
go
irrational.
When you irrational when you like my bad.
I got you. I'm gonna keep you together.
Yeah, I'm
not gonna have you sounding crazy.
I'm real good though. You know, what
you're
I'm saying?
great.
I used to be Freeman back then.
You great.
You know what I mean? But nah, I'm to the point where when I do, it's nothing is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is nothing. It's like. My cutoff is vicious. It's just no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm easy to be like, boom, it's not an issue. I don't even think about it. I don't look at it. I don't pay attention to it.
So we're back to avoiding.
The good part of it.
Okay.
Because the outlast, like I could have been in all of this shit, like, every 5 minutes, like, I just let it create and happen. Like I'm going to use this as promotion. Like, because even when shit was happening, I was posting flyers in the middle of that shit. Like, yeah, take that. Like, man, look, I'm good at that. I used to be teased growing up. I had a lazy eye. I was short. I was short. So I used to get teased. You know what I'm saying? Until I started boxing. Once I started boxing, that teasing shit stopped quick. I just use it accordingly. When you get older. You can't be doing all that shit when you was younger.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what helps me just avoiding shit because I knew that I ain't as young as I used to be. So at the end of the day, you know how niggas wait for Mayweather to take that L on the camera and all that shit. Nah, niggas can have that shit. Mm-mm.
You would rather be in control of your own narrative.
Be in control of my own narrative. So I'm like, when I get on stage and when I leave and I say, oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing this Wednesday, and I ain't gotta worry about nobody having a fit, doing all this other crazy shit on the internet behind my back. I can just get myself right out of that real fast because it wasn't on my mind. But now, since you bringing it to my mind, I'm gonna wear that shit. That wasn't even on my mind. You see what I'm saying? It was on my mind to help my man. My man called me, I'm gonna help you real quick. But I do this all-star blend.
You know that's home.
That's home. So I got you though, because I always got to change my practice. That's really what I was going to do. If I was going to call them, I was going to be like, look, I've been down since day one. I done went through, this nigga can't do practice on Monday, to this nigga can't do it on Tuesday, to this nigga can't do it on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm like, all right, bet I change. All right, bet. Well, whatever day is whatever.
You were versatile.
So could you switch this day so I can go get this money real quick? You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't going to hurt us. You know what I'm saying? Or could we push the time back to like 10 or 12 that we usually do? Because I get off stage around by like 9 something, 10. Let's work this out. I just did practice with the motherfucker at 1 o'clock from 1 to 3.
1 a.m. or 1 p.m.?
Shit. 1 p.m.
Okay.
Some new shit. Like what? You know what I'm saying?
Midday.
And they could just hit me like, look, man, could you come do the podcast? I'm like, podcast? What podcast? I go do the podcast. It's like a whole show.
Mm-hmm.
I kept myself from shit like that. Like, man, nah, I ain't about to be no lame ass nigga. I wish a nigga would call me lame. Got me fucked up, nigga. It ain't no rules and none of this go shit.
So you feel like you're at a point where you're a freelance entertainer, but you...
Some new shit. I'm probably about to be one of the first ones to actually wear that shit. Like, I ain't trying to be scared. Oh, don't put feature on my name. I don't give a fuck. Don't put no feature. Put feature. Don't put... Oh, I'm fucking up.
It's okay.
Don't put feature. Put feature. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying, nigga? That ain't gonna change what I'm gonna do on the mic, nigga. Like, I'm there. You want this? You want some new shit? Fuck it. Where the fuck going? It's gonna stay where it was, or it's gonna just evolve and keep evolving. Like the bounce beat. Look, that shit evolving.
So you feel like at this point you're ready to recreate yourself as an independent artist and get on stage and just crank?
Listen, I was the villain for too long. I was cool with that villain shit too. Like I just felt like I'm the villain. Like I said, Death Row. It ain't bad. Like Death Row was bad. It's just certain niggas got out, certain niggas didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Death Row was bad. Death Row, all right. You know what I'm saying?
But that's just not a place that you want to create anymore.
Nah, man. Nah. Like I said, it only take a little small shit like to turn into big shit for me. When big shit, I take small. That's why I'm that loyal. You see what I'm saying? Big situations, I make small. Shows my loyalty and my matureness. Like, all right, whatever.
But we can't avoid it. No. Like, conversations have to happen. You got to remember, this culture is at a place right now, and I'm not saying that it has to happen today or tomorrow. But what I'm saying is this culture is at a place right now where there are so many divisions. There is so much confusion. There are situations that probably could have ended with just a conversation. And this is the part that you have to understand. Sometimes those conversations are not for the other person. It's for you. Forgiveness is for you. Releasing whatever chip you have on your shoulder is for you. It's never for the other person.
It's going to be music. I'm going to speak through the music.
Okay.
I'm going to talk through on the stage. I'm going to talk through the mic. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you.
Just remember that you have a responsibility as a lead talker to lead people down the right path to do the right things. So avoidance can't be a situation where you're on a stage, one band, one sound. We got to bring it back full circle. We got to. I
was wrong when I looked at Scooby and them was like, oh man, they just doing this and that. Nah, man, we gotta have an open mind of how go is shifting now. Like this could be a new era, a shift. And I'm probably going to like keep pushing towards it because it's something that I ain't never did. And I ain't never been like, hey, could you come here? I'm like, yeah, I'm there. What time? Oh, I'm going to be there. Oh, what's my bag? Oh, okay. I always was like, nah, I'm cool, man. I'm chilling. Like, what, man? What? I mean, for what? I was that dude. Like, but the whole time, niggas like, niggas looking at me like, this nigga think he like that or something. Or it's just some people that feel like, now I'm starting to think that this is not my fault. But nah, y'all give me a drink and then got me up here fucking up.
This dude is out of control.
But nah, listen.
Where can we see you?
All right. On this project.
And I'm bringing you, I'm going to reach out to you because but this conversation,
I'm about to start doing this shit more.
But we're going to talk about avoidance. We're going to work on that avoidance. We're going to work on it.
I'm a fighter, man.
Nah,
I don't fight no
me
more.
Too, but this is the thing. This is the thing you have to, well, guess what? The biggest and the hardest fight that you have is with habits that you got to relinquish and let go of that are stopping you from your greatness. You stifle your greatness when you allow avoidance to be your tool, because those hard learning lessons and moments that you have to have that are going to shape and mold you for the next chapter of your life, they lie in the middle of those uncomfortable areas, dog. You got to get uncomfortable in order for you to move on and be greater. Otherwise, you're going to keep dealing with the same devils on the same level, and you're never going to make it to the other side. And you have way too much musicality, way too much talent, way in a hot head to stop you from growing.
I know y'all trying to end out. Fuck that. I'm here. This
This
you
guy,
got me.
this
Fuck
guy
that. I'm
is out of
dropping mics
control.
and shit. Nah,
Out of control, literally.
Nah, listen. Listen. I just want to say one thing, right? You know what I'm saying? I always been a hard-headed motherfucker.
I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? And
Hard head make a soul fast.
yeah, and
okay.
Listen, and I'm telling you,
Charmin, don't squeeze the Charmin.
Hey, listen,
we gonna get you together.
I gotta listen. It's certain motherfuckers that I just can't give the time of day. I'm giving a lot now.
And
a lot of people
it.
that know me knows that I'm giving a lot now. Only reason why because I don't want nobody confused because it just poof.
Do you know what else you're giving?
Poof.
You're giving.
I'm giving clarity and I'm giving closure.
And you're giving a chance to block your own blessings. Stop blocking your own blessings. Don't create villains in your own story. In some situations where you become the villain because you allow people that power to dictate your narrative.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
I'm not trying to.
Bam the free agent. Bam the freelance musician.
Hey,
bam the feature.
Start wearing that shit. Like, man, look, I'm telling you. You saying what you saying now, but watch. It's about to be. You gonna be like, you know what, Bam, you was right. You know what?
No, I'm not. But this the thing. I'm not saying that you're not a trendsetter.
I know.
You know, I've already told you, whichever direction I've been around since Steel, whichever direction you go in, I'm gonna support you. But as somebody that really bangs with you, like truth be told, avoidance is my tool too. I don't respond enough, and I don't care. I pick up a phone. I have conversations with the people I love. But sometimes it's some shit you can't avoid. Because in the middle of that shit is your blessing, dog. And you can't keep letting people block them blessings. You destined for greatness. Nobody's the captain of your ship but you.
I'm gonna tell you. That comes with the territory. It's the only blood, just like celebrities, man. It comes with the territory, and it's supposed to be said, like you said. It's just hard-headed people like me. It'll take me a while to get it because I'm doing so well. You could be thinking you doing good, like you say. I could be blocking my blessings, right?
Like Hong Kong food.
I just opened up the other day.
You did.
And look what happened.
You did. I
unblocked one of them.
We had a you communicated.
3 or 4 or 5 of them came.
You communicated with me.
I did.
And that was something that you had been avoiding for a very long time as well.
I have.
But guess what? You got a chance to sit down and have a conversation. And in that conversation, you got to express yourself. You got to clarify yourself, and you got to understand and see you're not in this alone.
I ain't about to be typing on the motherfucking joint trying to defend myself and shit. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to defend myself. Everybody know I'm a sit tight ass motherfucker.
But this the other part. This is the other part. People are dropping left and right out here for real.
And that's why.
And we don't need it. But this is the thing. In this culture, it's so many things that go left unsaid, and then the person is gone, and it can't be said. It's stuff that we gotta fix. And guess what?
That's the only thing about me.
While you're wearing this free agent cape. And you're setting trends.
Still in the back of the cut, like
but
my scope
guess what else? You need to start the trend. You need to help start the trend of communication. People holler man time all the time. We got to get 10 toes down for it.
Oh, I do that. There ain't nothing. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't do sucker shit. I get it.
I get it.
I gotta avoid it. Man time was when I called and said this, that, and the third. Oh, I seen you in person and said that. Man time ain't
typing on social media.
You know what I'm saying? Man time ain't tell him to call me. That's not man time. So when all of that happened, oh yeah, I go on my cut because I could be fuck that. Hold on, fuck you mean Nah, man. You got. I'm teaching you something. I'm teaching something new.
We gonna work on changing that perspective so you don't personalize stuff. Because the way he view his business, he could have took it personal, and the way you view your business, you definitely took it personal. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying be best friends and chum it up. I'm just saying figure it out. And guess what?
It's okay sometimes
to agree to disagree.
No. It's okay sometimes to take something personal.
Okay.
It's an assurance.
Okay. That you love yourself and that you're protecting yourself?
That's it. It ain't even not like second guessing. It's just an assurance. That's all. It's just like, all right, okay, I'm going to take that one personal and I'm going to believe you.
Well, I want to believe that you came in and told your best truth.
I did.
And I want to tell you thank you.
I told BJ, man, that's my bro, man. We go through whatever we go through, but if one thing, he knows that I'm gonna tell my fucking truth.
Well, I want to tell you thank you for stepping into No Gray Area and for being transparent as to the reason for this interview, regardless of which way it went, which way it looks, how other people may feel.
Listen, you the toughest talk show host. I think I did good. I think I got one up on you, though.
Oh, you think you got one up on me?
A little bit.
I don't think so.
I don't think you got me on the end. Just trying to save a secret weapon for the end and shit.
No, but see, this is the thing. The No Gray Area is a place of healing. It's a place of love. It's a place of light. It's a place of transparency. But most importantly,
you got some good energy up in this
it's a place of accountability, because the things that we want to do outside of this culture, if this is what's going on this ground level, we'll never make it to industry. Nah. I still got old morals and old standards, so accountability is definitely one of them we gonna hold on to. And I gotta be accountable to my sponsors. Head on over to www.crankrock.com, or you can meet us in store, 9244 East Hampton Drive, Capitol Heights, Maryland, Suite 201. We open at 12 o'clock Wednesday through Sunday. Get you something fly to wear here, there, and everywhere. Make sure y'all follow the homie Bam, Steel Band Chichaymungey on all social media platforms. You can catch him with RNS. We can also catch him with the return of Steel Band. Y'all stay tuned, coming soon.
WCPR.
And you can catch him featuring with his cape on everywhere. Yes. You need a lead talker? Bam Chichaymungey will be there. Thank y'all for stepping on in the No Gray Area. It's your girl Kapri, Monique, the voice of the people. Y'all stay tuned. Next week,
I don't give a fuck.
T-Bob. Yep, y'all guessed it. T-Bob. Definitely in the No Gray Area. God bless and good night. Y'all have a great evening. I'm out.
Hey, y'all guessed it. I said, why she give me at the end? She gonna be. I'm on the road.